He doesn't know what he's doing. How can you judge a project of 1 month? Does that make sense? In your business,
makes no sense. Can you not hear me now there?
Yes, we can now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I fixed my mic. Yeah, man.
Sense. I'm gonna lead on to you. If you invest in your business money, are you expecting returns in 1 day, in 1 month?
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
You know what, Don? They know this. They're just jealous.
I'm seeing people talking about Poch can be stubborn. You know, all of this as if we've got all the players right now. We haven't got 9 injuries. It's mad. It's mad. But anyway, in terms of the game, Terry, listen, I wasn't happy with the lineup before the game. For me, I've said it before. I didn't want to see a back three against West Ham. I didn't want to see a back three against Luton. Poch done the same thing again. I don't know whether he's protecting Silva in a back three, which, to be honest, Silva looked good in pre-season in the back four. That wasn't an issue. Or if he's trying to accommodate Ben Chilwell, because he's playing Ben Chilwell as our left winger. And Andrew's already spoken about it. You know, he said Ben Chilwell's finding himself in positions that attackers bury these chances. He's finding himself in positions where attackers are going to drive at their man, show a little bit of flair, show a little bit of dribbling ability. But Chilwell, he just kept breaking up the play. You know, the left-hand side was stinking out the place. And I feel sorry for Levi, because Levi had a good game. But he's trying to create chances for a guy that's not an attacker. So I don't agree. I didn't agree with the lineup. I said before the game it had to work, but we just didn't look as fluid. Do you get it? I'm going to be real with you lot. This is probably the worst performance that I've seen out of the 3, right? It wasn't a bad performance, but out of the 3 games, this was the worst performance in my opinion, right? I think we played better against West Ham.
I disagree. West Ham's second half is the worst we've done.
Yeah, okay, but what I'm saying is we showed a little bit more fluidity in the West Ham game. Today we didn't really show that much. We did, in the second half, we did. But today, what we did, the difference today is that we're quite clinical, and that's what I've been asking for. I said today, Luton, we need to use that as a confidence builder in front of goal. So we move and we build from it. And I'm just praying that Poch doesn't use a back 3 in the next game. I know we've got quite a lot of injuries, but hopefully Lavia will be coming back. Wimbledon is a good way to test the back 4 again. So we just have to see how we get on, man. But you know, overall, I wasn't happy with the formation, but it worked in the end because we actually got, we're quite clinical. So we just move on to the next one. But I'm just hoping we don't see a back 3 again, in all honesty.
Yeah, I hear you on that. What did you make of the performance? I know there's a lot of pressure on Caicedo and Enzo whenever they put a Chelsea shirt on. What did you make of their individual performances tonight?
Yeah, I think Caicedo was a bit shaky at the beginning, in all honesty, but then he kind of grew into the game. And you can see exactly what we've been missing in that midfield. A bit of steel. He was a bit of a boss today. Did you get it? Like, he went in there, he was just breaking up play, popping it off. Little bit of link up between him and Enzo already. You can see there's a little bit of chemistry building there. So I think he had a decent debut, to be honest. Obviously, it was a lot better than the other day. And then with Enzo, listen, Enzo is a top player, man. I had Mo trying to tell me you're never a foul. I'm going to call you out, Mo, yeah? He tried to tell me that, Enzo's just the pass before the pass. I said, bro, you're not watching this guy. Enzo Fernandez is the most creative player in our team right now. You're going to see a lot of that this season. Do you get it? The bit of skill that he did there to pass it on to Gusto, who was amazing today, by the way. I would give him man of the match if it wasn't for Sterling. He was top tier today, man. But Enzo Fernandez, man, another good performance. He just kept it ticking in there, and just showing a little bit of flair, showing a little bit of quality there, man. So there's more to come, man. There's more to come. We moved from this one. Like I said, we've got the 3 goals. I wanted a healthy margin, and we did it. So we just have to move on to the next game and build from there.
Sorry, even on that, you think about this. This team today is like our bare bones. It's hella injuries, players we wouldn't even start. You've still got Lavia to come back, Carney off the bench, Nkuku to start. The list goes on. James to come back. That team is what you call a squad team. That was just loads of players filling in for players who usually wouldn't start. I wouldn't prefer to have, for example, even Gallagher playing, but he even played well today. So everyone done their bit today, but I still think that against better teams in the league, that 3 at the back will cost us a bit more. We got away with it today because the quality of the position, they leave a lot of gaps. Their 7 out of 10 still isn't good enough to beat a team like Chelsea. So we did enough today to win, and a bit better than that. Probably decent performance, Andrew's saying. But I think there's a lot of things to be positive about. We've showed progressive improvement last 3 games. From Liverpool, poor 30 minutes, to West Ham, poor second half. Today was better overall, but I still think we can improve. And there's a lot of things to be positive about, considering the players we've got to come back. You can now have a 3 in midfield, a 2 in midfield. You can change the whole formation up. And it's not in Poch's fault that players get injured, and he's had to go 3 at the back. But it just doesn't look good right now.
The positive to take from today, like I said, is, this team right now, we've got question marks as Chelsea fans if they can bury their chances. Do you get it? And Sterling, I had question marks about him in pre-season. I said, listen, he's been poor. Angelo Gabriel was playing better than him. Everyone that played on that right played better than him. But he's stepping up now. Do you get it? I don't think it's a confidence thing with Sterling. I think he just, he had to play with a little bit of quality. Because when we signed him, I said it at the time, Terry, with his current squad, Sterling is not going to work. Because Sterling's not like an Eden Hazard who can just change the game like that without getting goals and assists. He needs to be playing with quality. And you can see already that with the quality behind him in Augusto, in players like Enzo, he's thriving a little bit more. Do you get it? So I'm happy with that, man. 3-0 at the Bridge. We move on to the next one.
I think this team, I think the team will benefit more with more of an attacking left-hand side. You can see it because Jackson and Sterling will create chances by themselves, but they need to support an attacking, a more natural attacking player on the left. Even like an Ian Matson on the left, like that, is more of an natural attacking than Chilwell is. If you're going to play this three at the back or the centre back to that, then I prefer to play Matson, especially if you've got a Caicedo there who can cover the spaces anyway. So
and what's so weird? What it is, Andrew, his Poch has done himself because where he's made Ben Chilwell the vice captain, he feels that he needs to play him now. You get it? Because Reece James is injured, so Chilwell by default has to play because the captaincy goes to him. So I think that's what the problem is right now. Because you're right. I would have played Matson.
But I know
I would have rather played Matson.
He needs to get out of his head because every time he takes Chilwell off, Chilwell gives it to Thiago Silva and he gives the captaincy to Enzo. So
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the captaincy thing shouldn't matter. But what I'm saying is that's what's going through in Poch's mind. I don't agree with it. I would play Matson.
But maybe it's just a point of that. It's like when all managers sometimes when they come to a new club, sometimes their loyalty will go to the players that have been there longest to start off.
And he's a vice captain, bro. He's a vice captain. Yeah, the vice captain's always going to start.
He's also one of the players that have been there. The longest,
I also think it's about a bit of experience as well. Yeah. Teams that have youngsters in their side that do well, they have a core of elder statesmen around them, and it's just know-how. And he may not have started brilliantly, but again, I think it's going to take time to mold his team. And listen, there's quite a few of the players that are starting for Poch now in his first 3 games. I can guarantee you in 3 years' time, they're not there. That's typically what happens if a manager's successful, and it will take time. There's some super chats here I want to do, you boys. First one says, if Enzo was a natural attacking midfielder, we would have scored more. Enzo had a lot of space in the final third. Imagine if that was in Nkunku or maybe... that's meant to be Carney, right?
Yeah, Turkey. So Turkey's the guy that
no one called him in. No one called him.
Oh, Turkey. Sorry, right? Yeah.
No one here called him an attacking mid though. So why are we comparing him to?
No, I think what he's saying is that he did well, but if he was actually an attacking midfield player, we'd have done even better today. I think he's basically saying,
100%.
I think he's alluding to he did well, but it's not his natural position. I understand every team is hoping for Chelsea to foul because the young team in the Premier League winning the title would be embarrassing. Money aside, that they're young, let them learn, is what Oliver says. I think that's right there. You're going to have to help me with the pronunciation of this name.
Ugo Chukwu.
I call him Leslie.
I
call him Leslie.
Leslie. All right, cool.
Call him Leslie.
I don't know why it's so hard to pronounce. It's not like
Ugo Chukwu.
I like his name though. His
name's
name's
cold.
cold.
Trouble. I understand that naturally, but but others.
Once I've learned it, I'll be fine. It just
it's not hard.
When I was first learning Postecoglou, it took me a while. Now it's just rolls of the tongue. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
He looks solid. Gallagher looked all right today. He looked okay, but it is leading. He was up, by the way. Exactly. He was up against Chong. Like that Chong kid. This is what I'm going to say to you. You know, like the Man United fans who say Rashford is arse and Bruno are arse. Yeah. The reason I can't take him seriously is because they told me that Chong was a generational talent.
Wasn't he at Birmingham for a bit? He was at Birmingham for a bit, innit?
Like, you got to imagine this. Imagine saying Rashford, I'd sell him tomorrow. He's awful. Oh, why did we sell Chong? He's a baller. That's Man United tacticos for you. Wow. Baller FC. They've got no skills.
Wait, hold on, Terry. You lot sold another youngster for like 1 million the other day, innit?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. It's not a Man United stream, bruv. No, I don't want to think about it, G. Hey. Jackson may not be a Drogba regen. Rivals are becoming jelly over how Chelsea are doing what they wish for. Stop embarrassing yourselves. Todd B. Empire. What did you make of Jackson's performance overall today, boys?
I would do this.
Jackson is what Liverpool fans think Darwin is. That's what he is.
But also, can we stop this comparison to Drogba? You'll be on a loser to begin with because Drogba's the king. So stop this Drogba thing because let's face it, I think he's more like, at the moment, he's playing more like a physical Kalou in terms of that. He'll get into
Nah.
Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish.
That's horrible.
He'll get in and do Kalou. I'm not saying Kalou was rubbish or like Kalou gets into will get into the places, but won't be that natural finishing. Once Jackson starts, and I hope he'll avoid that. But
you don't think that goal was a natural finish? You don't think that was a good finish?
I don't think he missed no chance.
I said
today.
to me, well, that was, but he had a few chances that were probably maybe easier for him.
What clear chances did he have today?
He had that one in the second half where he tripped over and hit it right straight at the goalkeeper. And he probably
that was a hard angle.
That was not a clear cut chance. That wasn't a clear cut chance. He was trying to create a bit of space for himself.
I'm not calling him bad. I'm just saying he's not a Drogba.
Stop being League Gunner over there.
No, Andrew. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I get it. Like, obviously, Drogba is a legend, isn't it? And Drogba was a top player. So yeah, obviously, I get what you're saying. Like, it's not by force to always link an old player to a new player. Yeah. Let him just do his own thing, yeah. But Jackson today, man, listen, this guy is just bruv, he's a good player, man. He's a very, very good footballer.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying.
When it comes to like linking up play, the way he drives at people at speed as well, and he's able to keep the ball quite close to him. When it comes to just even assists, the final pass is there. Again, he's a little bit erratic, like Andrew said. He's a little bit erratic, but I think that will come because that finish that he had today, that's not like not everyone's gonna score that, Andrew. Let's be real.
No, he scored the harder. He scored the harder.
It was a good finish.
Don, you know what's good as well, yeah. I'll tell you what's good is the fact that you can see what players could be part of our spine in the future and like grow together as a team. Like we're starting to see like Jackson's performing very well for his first 3 starts in the Premier League. You got Caicedo and Enzo performing very well on midfield. You've got Colwell there learning, and Badashile, who's done very well for us when he's come in last season. Then you've got the new 2 goalkeepers, still got to prove themselves, but that's probably the position when you look at the most because we're not too sure about.
Can I just say, I'm not hating on Jackson. I just don't want to call him Drogba region for anyone hating.
Yeah, no, I know.
I don't like when people do that. I don't like when. I don't like when people do that, but Jackson's only going to get better. And let's say he was to add like a Tony to this. There's certain games that Jackson off the bench, he's going to be a headache. Do you get it? Some games he might start.
He would benefit with another attacker beside him. He would benefit. With
exactly. And if you guys remember the little link up and the little chemistry he had with Nkuku, it was top tier, man. Because they can both link up. They can both link up well. So. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm glad we got the 3 points because this ain't even the final. Like this ain't even the final Chelsea.
Nowhere near it right now.
There's more to come.
I agree with you on that.